Well, we've put the whole package together, I think. We start with the Spyder. We got the trailer to put the Spyder on. And then we've now got the Tiffin Wayfarer to hook the trailer to. And our first voyage comes to Corps of Engineers Park at Eureka Springs. And the damn site's nice. And I'm not using foul language there. This is the Corps of Engineers showing that they have a sense of humor when they have named their park the Dam Site Campground. So here we are at the Dam Site Campground, and it really is nice out here. We'll make a run through it here in just a bit, and we'll run the Spyder around, show some of the areas out through here. The first thing that I learned about the Dam Site Campground is that even though I know Corps of Engineers, oftentimes you don't have full hookups, I didn't look closely enough. In this case, the only hookup that they have is electricity. So we have to run over, get fresh drinking water, fill the tank there, do the dump tank over at the dump station, and then come back. Right offhand, you're good for a couple days like that, so it's not that big a deal. So we're going to make a run around the park, show you some of that. We'll show some film of actually in downtown Eureka Springs and see how things go. And here's the entrance to the Parker Bottoms Downsite River. The Dam Site Campground actually has two campgrounds in that portion. There's the Parker Bottoms and then the White River side. As you can see, nice. I mean, picnic tables, concrete slabs, asphalt highway or road, asphalt to get back to the path, to the pad. Pretty darn nice, and just pretty back here. I don't know if you can see back through there, rock face on the mountain back through there. In between where we're at right now and that rock face is the White River, and you can see people down fishing in that, and some of them in the little floaty things that just kind of drift down through there, look like corks bobbing up and down. Small bathhouse, but small campground up in here too. And you can see the spacing, it's really good. Some of these sites have paths that just walk their way down to the river. The pretty steep path going down. Guys in this motorhome are from Manitoba, Canada. They brought 3 motorcycles down and they're out riding now, and then our site over here. This is where we come out to the dam site. And you can see, pretty nice area out there here. We're certainly in the mountains. We'll take a loop down to the other campground. It'll give a little, there's Beaver Lake. And you can see it's the Dam Site Park. That's the name of it. There's dump station and a little booth to check in, though I haven't found anyone in it yet. Did find someone in one of the other campgrounds, and they said that all of these people through here are work campers, meaning they only work up to 24 hours. In return for that, they get free site to park in, free utilities, and that's full utilities that they get. So I'm sure some of you have heard of those programs. This one is through the Army Corps. There's several different states and even individual parks that do this type of program. As with most of the Corps campgrounds and areas, they're really maintained quite well. Of course, the cheap side of me is like, now there's the dam. Or should I say it's one section of the dam anyhow. And down here where the river feeds through, oh look, there's people down there just sitting in their little easy chairs fishing. There's somebody throwing a line. This is Tuesday morning. Gives a little perspective on the size of the dam. Yeah, run down to this other part. If you decide to come here, there's not a lot of information for where you need to be. Initially, we found this park. Here's what our GPS brought us to. As you can see, this is the dam site river view, or the dam site river view. This one, from what I can tell, is the larger of the campgrounds. And again, just very nice. Won't bother to go through the rest of it because it'll just be more of the same. Pretty lake, isn't it? And the dam is just, it's nice. All the little picnic areas set up along. Little different perspective than looking at the ground up. Up above, that's an overlook site. Run up there for just a second. I know you can do this in a car, but isn't this a lot more fun? If you like twisty highways, this is a place to be. I'm not sure, but this isn't twistier than a whole lot of the part up around the Blue Ridge. Not quite as mountainous, but my goodness, it's twisty. We're in Eureka Springs. Population 2,073. I really didn't know how big Eureka Springs was. they have a trolley car here. That kind of surprises me. Transit and Welcome Center. But we must be getting close to something historic for the trolley cars. Neat old house up there. Historic downtown, that's what I'm screaming. Well, this is really quite unique. Now, here is the stuff I've seen the pictures of. Well, now this is pretty unique. Well, we're Wednesday afternoon and we got here late Sunday evening, so we've had 3 days to play around up in the Eureka Springs area, and it's been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed the rides. It's a little different than what we had been earlier in the year when we were up in the Blue Ridge, but at the same time it was really very nice, and the weather the whole time has been extraordinary. The things of interest around here they're good. And we went through Eureka Springs, and while we're not big into a lot of the tourist things, there were several things there for people to do. We certainly most of the time we spent were out riding. We went over to Berryville earlier today to get some groceries and things, and I've got to admit, I think I could spend some time there. It seemed to be a little slower pace. It's something that there were still some things of interest there that I thought could be some fun visits in there. So as a whole, I think it's been a really good trip. It's been a short one. For us, it's been a short one. So we'll be at the beginning of next week back at work again. But it's been fun. It's been a good ride. Hope everybody's enjoyed the video. And if you have any comments, please send them. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.